So I'm hanging out my office floor, and I've gotten a couple emails, I'm assuming maybe off of my blog. And I had posted a YouTube short not too long ago about how sad I was that I was having to stand in my kitchen and glue a vintage tea set back together because the shipper was careless and didn't know what the hell they were doing. So I've been asked a couple of times, okay, then how do I properly package and ship breakables? So without further ado, here's the video. Here's my first full-length video on this channel. I hope you enjoy. Please consider subscribing and like the video. Also, what else do you want to know? Feel free to leave in the comments if there's other things I can help with. Okay, so I'm going to use plates as the scenario because plates seems to be the one that gets broken the most often in transit. So I've just got 3 little plates here, 2 that still have the price tags on them because they've been sitting in my thrifted abyss. But this is just for show. I'm not shipping these to anybody, but I just want to use these as props basically. So I guess after this, I'll at least take the price tags off. Okay, so with each of these, first they're going to get bubble wrap. I have these little bubble wrap bags, so I save everything. So as a seller, I keep every bit of protective packaging that I get as a buyer, no matter what it is. Even if I buy a new television and all of the, that styrofoam that's all got all the cutouts in it and stuff, I just cut it into smaller pieces, and I have a large tote in my garage that just has pieces of protective packaging, because why throw it away if I know I'm going to be able to just utilize it eventually, right? So these are the little bag ones that is available. So I'm just going to put each plate in here, and I am going to wrap it up in the bubble wrap itself. And I've got one more here. And I think I only grabbed 2 of these, so we'll just use 2 plates as the example. So in the bubble wrap, and they are positioned on top of each other. Now there's a good amount, there's about 2 layers here of bubble wrap, and then there's 2 layers here of bubble wrap. And so we've got quite a bit of bubble wrap there in between the 2 plates. Now that's important because what you don't want is the clanking, right? Now the other thing that I'm going to do is take my cute little flower box knife, and I'm just going to use like a box that is just never going to, be able to withstand transit again. I mean, it's just not. And I'm going to put a small piece of cardboard in between. And the next thing I'm going to do, and this is what you'll hear people to refer to as double boxed. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean you're literally packing it in a box and then packing it in another box, because if you have wiggle room, like if I were to put this in this box, right, and I had any wiggle room for these to bonk around inside, they're gonna break, even if it's inside another box. You don't want wiggle room. So again, we've got a piece of cardboard here, and then I'm going to take this other piece of cardboard, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Use a little tape to secure it. There. And then we're going to cut another piece. I'm obsessed with these little tiny box knives. They don't last very long, but they do come in a giant pack of a whole bunch, and I just think they're cute. Okay, and then we're going to go the other way. And again, this is just a box that, Amazon delivered something in, and it has seen better days. It's not going to be able to be the main box for any shipment. It's just not going to offer the appropriate protection. So this is where I use like the scrap cardboard pieces. Okay, so now we're protected, right? This is not going anywhere. If I shake it around, these plates do not rattle. They do not touch. Nothing's touching them. Now, the other piece here is putting it in the shipment box. So this, we still want to wrap this some more. Now, take into consideration that when you list your items, the weight, your package weight includes all of this. I just like to err on the side of caution, and I do 2 pounds of extra weight. Like if I weigh my item, I do 2 extra pounds in my listing so that I can truly protect the item. And I put that in my listing. You know, like this package is going to be securely wrapped and protected. It's going to be double boxed so that, you know, it's going to make its way to you safely and not in a bunch of shards and pieces. Because there's nothing more frustrating than getting something off of your wish list and it freaking comes broken. Like, the anger I felt. But thankfully, the piece that I received was fixable. And I wasn't going to use it, right? Like, I'm not going to be using the teapot. It's just going to be for prettiness. So, it's okay. Okay, so now I've bubble wrapped this again. And now we're going to do a shipping box. I'm going to try not to give away my address on here somewhere. Let's pull this off really quick. Hold tight. Now, one thing that I do is obviously I keep shipping boxes, right, from when I ordered something. So this has been used before. Obviously, it came to me. It's still got the fragile stickers on it, which is kind of nice if you can kind of retain that. You know, it just saves you on having to use fragile stickers. And please, if you're shipping something fragile, use fragile stickers or write fragile, not in ballpoint pen, not in highlighter, like in either super big Sharpie or these little fragile stickers. You can get these on Amazon for super cheap, or you can print your own if you've got a laser printer or, you know, a color printer, whatever. Right, so now we have this. And we're going to put a little bit of protection in the bottom of the box. And we're going to put these in here. And we're going to put protection all around and on top of it. Just smoosh it down in there. And to help save on shipping costs, we are going to cut this box down to size because you do not want empty space. If we were to ship this, it would flip-flop around inside, and you just never know, right? Even though the 2 plates are pretty well protected and well wrapped, we don't want them boinking around inside there. So I'm going to use this as a guide, and I'm just going to cut the corners. So hopefully you can see that. So I'm just cutting it to where it's level. Here we go. Okay, I'm just cutting it to where it's level here. And then again. And now I'm going to score the inside. So I'm not going to cut all the way through. I'm just going to kind of drag it across the top and score it so that it bends in. Now I'm going to leave that one for on the top since it's got the fragile sticker. So I'm going to score the inside here, score the inside here from corner to corner. And then we fold it in. We fold it in. And on this first one, I like to put just some tape, just to smoosh it. And then we're going to fold this one in. And we're going to fold this one on. Now, we've created a box that's got my address on the very top. I guess I'll look at editing and have to pull that out if I have to. But, okay. So now, we tape all the seams. So typically, I would tape every one of these seams, like so. I think I'm running out of tape. So I fold it in on the corners, fold it down over the top like that. I do all the seams. Probably give just a little extra on the bottom, even though there's some. Slap my label on and it's good to go. But keep in mind, so now we have got, once I smush this down and really tape it good, we've got so much cardboard now in between the plates and the top of the box. So even if like something gets sat on here, there's so much protection here. And then keep in mind, there's still paper and bubble wrap and more boxing inside to help protect these. Now, if I was shipping this in a set, I would put all of these plates in here, and then this would go in a bigger box, and then I would do my bowls the same exact way, and then it would go inside the bigger box. My mugs, same exact way, and that box would go inside the bigger box, so that all of these individual boxes are in the big box. Now, if you're shipping a gigantic, like, dishes set, let's just say, right, that's got, like, let's say 4 dinner plates, 4 salad plates, and 4 mugs. Here, I'll let you see me this time. If you're shipping all of that, you know, the salad plates, the saucers, the mugs, the bowls, and all the plates, keep in mind that that's all going to add to the weight. So the best thing that you could do is, as you're listing it, pack it. And then weigh the package. So I shipped a dishes set. It was a goose set. And it's been, I don't know, it's been about a month now. And it had 8 dinner plates, 8 salad plates, 8 saucers, 8 cups, and a pitcher. And it was 38 pounds once it was packed. I mean, that's quite a bit. So keep in mind that does add up, right? And don't get sticker shock, and please don't offer free shipping without realizing what that's going to cost. Because I will tell you, a buyer is going to be willing to pay the shipping if they know it's coming well packaged. I mean, it's worth it, right? You're getting what you want, and you feel some peace of mind that it's going to come still intact. I had some Indiana Glass Black Diamond Point tumblers that I packed. They left Oklahoma. They were headed to California, and they went to Hawaii first. Like, who does that? Nobody. But these did. Like, they literally went on vacation before they ever got to my buyer in California. Had I not packaged those correctly, they'd have never made it. Like, are you serious? Like, all of the shenanigans that the Postal Service puts our packages through, you gotta have the protection. Just like in other scenarios, right? Protect yourself. But also, I've started shipping super heavy and super fragile items through UPS. It's maybe like $1.50 more expensive. Big deal. And it's worth it. It gets there faster. And they just seem to treat heavier, large, fragile packages better. Also, Chewy boxes. Keep y'all's Chewy boxes. If you order dog food through Chewy, so my dog food weighs 40 pounds. Keep those boxes. They are legit shipping boxes, especially for fragile dishes and stuff. And remember, you can cut them up. You can cut a box to fit. Anyways, thanks for hanging out in my first full-length video. I know it's kind of awkward, but this is a question that I get asked so much on TikTok. I had made a YouTube short about how sad I was, you know, with my teapot coming broken, and I had gotten a couple questions from people, some DMs and a couple emails, oddly enough, and I think through my website. I'm gonna assume that's where they found them, is through my website and blog, but where they found my email address. But yeah, like, okay, then how do I package them? This is how. And charge for it. It's fine, I promise. The buyer is going to appreciate getting an item that's intact and paying a little bit more for shipping, rather than finally pulling the trigger on getting an item that they have wanted for so long and it is crushed when it shows up, and then their little heart is crushed. So anyways, again, thanks for joining me. I guess I'll make more videos and we'll see what happens. So please consider subscribing and hit the little heart. Till next time. Bye.